Hi guys, welcome back to my video. I just filmed a Q&A and then I got an inspiration to make this entire video about me not being kissed and doing the whole online dating thing and how that's going, because I have a lot of thoughts and different thoughts than I thought before. So yeah, one of the questions that I was asked on my Q&A is uh, for me to tell you guys how I feel about not having my first kiss yet. And then also my friend Miranda, like she's a subscriber but like has become my friend, like we talk on Snapchat and everything like that. She definitely asked me to make a video like on it and like my whole online dating experience so far. And sorry if my chest is red. I was scratching it in the Q&A and then I just noticed that it's like a big blotchy red, so sorry about that. If it's like distracting and annoying, I'm gonna try not to touch my chest and stuff. If you guys don't know, haven't seen my other video, I'm probably gonna title this video just to make it clear. I am 26 years old and I have never been kissed. And I made that video like 6 or 7 months ago, and it's been different now, because before I was not trying to date. I was opening myself up for like dating, but I was not, definitely still against online dating and all that stuff. And people started commenting like, "Oh, have you tried online dating?" I was like, "Oh no." I started online dating. I not really dating, but like, you know, putting myself out there in October 1st. I remember exactly. It was like last year, 2006, October 1st, and then I had it for like 3 weeks, and then I met somebody in my work that I had a crush on, and that didn't work out. But like, since I met somebody in person, I just kind of gave up on Tinder altogether and deleted it, and then I just re-got it again like maybe mid-November, and I've had it ever since. Actually, I recently did delete it because I was like hitting it off with somebody, and then that didn't pan out, so I reinstated it. So it's like me constantly deleting it and not. But I want to talk about kissing, because I didn't think this was gonna be such a big aspect of it, but it's definitely come up in the forefront of me dating. If you are in my similar boat, I want to hear your thoughts, and I want to know if I'm just crazy for thinking my way, or like you can relate. Because like, one of the things I love about that old video, I have a lot of views on it, but a lot of comments and a lot of you like interacting and like sharing your story. Okay, so one of the things that has come up, because obviously I'm online dating, like I'm talking to guys, matching with guys, is obviously they want to meet in person, and I've been putting it off a lot. I've been asked out plenty, because obviously you talk online, but like you want to meet, and some people want to meet like right the first day that you match, and you're, for me, I can't meet somebody who I just matched with. Like it's very nerve wracking, and I start freaking out because I haven't been kissed. And obviously, people who go out on dates, what they tend to do towards the end of the date is kiss. And I understand that if you're not feeling it, you don't have to do it. But if I go on plenty of dates, like, I don't know, like, guys have tried to kiss me before, and I've dodged them. And so I thought I was going to come into this being like, I can date and I can dodge guys, whatever. But, and I can say no and stuff like that. But like, I don't know, it's different, because I'm just like, well, should I just do it? Like, should I just get it over with? Because like, my friend, even my sister, her little phrase is like, kiss boys, don't catch feelings. And my friend was even like, you should just do it and like get it over with, because it's like such a fear of mine, and that's why I have been turning down dates. I mean, not exactly just for kissing. Obviously, I want to get to know the guy longer, and so I've like told guys, hey, like, is it okay if we talk longer instead of just jumping up and like going on a date? And either they're okay with it or they're not, you know, and that's totally fine. That's just my personal preference. I've just been getting a lot of opinions of like, oh, you should just get over it, you should just do it. And then, but then online, you guys are like, don't like be in any rush, like take your time. And people are so like, one of the comments I got recently, that people are gross, so don't worry about like going out and like kissing. It shouldn't be such a big thing, and I want to say it's not a big thing, but like, it's just nerve wracking. I don't know how to explain it, but like nerve wracking. So that's why I kind of haven't gone on dates, even though I've talked to guys and stuff. Like, one of the guys I've talked to for like over a month now, but we can't see each other because he's in Afghanistan, and we've kind of drifted apart now. Like, obviously he's in Afghanistan. There was a guy that was really into me. He was from Dallas, and he was willing to move over here. He wanted to come all the way from Dallas to take me out on a date. and I had said yes and this and that, but then I was like, I freaked out entirely. I mean, he freaked me out too because he started talking about marriage and kids, and I was just like, oh God, like, so in a sense, it was like not a perfect relationship or anything like that, but I just freaked out because I'm like, he's gonna come all the way from Dallas. Like, what if he expects something? Even though he was like such a nice guy, and I don't think he expected sex or anything like that, but like, I just was like, he's definitely gonna expect at least a kiss, and I was like, and I don't want my first kiss to be like because I owe him something because he came all the way from over there. Like, how do I know if it's because of that and not because I feel obligated and because he's gonna take me out and have traveled all this way? And so it's just like me freaking out and like me overthinking it. And that's what my guy roommate told me. He's like, you're overthinking it. You should just do it if you feel it. If you don't, just don't do it. But it's just, I can't help but overthink it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, that's where I'm at. One guy that I've talked to for quite a while now, and I'm still talking to him. I just don't know. He knows everything. I don't want to tell guys that I'm a virgin, and I definitely did not want to tell anybody I hadn't kissed anyone. But I told him I was a virgin, and because I mean, it just came up, like, because he told me like he's only been like with a few people, and he told me them out and stuff like that. Um, and so it kind of like naturally came up in that sense, and so I just kind of like came up and said it. Well, I haven't. He actually thought like I had been with like 5 or something, and I'm like, no, lower, like lower, like. I don't know if it was me or he just, I can't remember the conversation that much because we were on the phone, so it wasn't like messaging. And so he just straight up asked me, have you ever been kissed? And I was just like, I was silent for a while, and he, like, for so long that he had to, like, keep talking, and he was just like, it's okay if you haven't. I just want to know, like, have you? Why is he asking me this? He wasn't supposed to ask me this. I already, like, took a leap in telling him that I was a virgin, and I didn't want to even do that, and so I was just freaking out, and I literally didn't know what to tell him, and I wasn't even, like, stuttering or anything. I was just, like, not saying anything until, like, he kept talking. He was like, it's okay, like, you can tell me, da 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 da. Like, he just kept going, but, like, asking me, like, have you kissed anyone? And it's obviously by my long pause, like, it's a tell, so I can't just be like, yeah, I've kissed a million guys. Like, I can't, and I don't want to lie to them. If I see something with them, like, why am I gonna start it off with a lie? I was quiet for a long time. It was like literally a full-on minute, like, until I answered, and I said, well, to be honest, I have not. And so he was just like, oh, really? Like, wow, and it's not. So I'm just like, please don't judge me and stuff. He's like, no, I'm not judging you. Like, it's good, it's fine. Like, and I was just like, oh, but like, it's. Me and him, like, we've been talking, like I said, for a while, but like, we have a relationship where we like fight a lot, like, and it's over such dumb things and stuff, and so I know we won't work out and stuff, but I feel like he really wants it to happen, and like, he's really into me, like, I know that for sure, but I'm not sure, like, you know, I'm like talking to other people and stuff, and that's one of the arguments that we got in. Like, I told him I was talking to other people, and apparently he says he's not talking to anybody else. So I'm just like, oh, like, and so he got upset about that. But I was just like, okay, well, we met on Tinder. I didn't know you weren't talking to me. So, anyways, we've had about like a lot of stuff like that. And we haven't met, by the way. So yeah, he found that out, and I know he really likes me and everything like that. But we fight a lot and stuff. So, you know, even if we've said like, oh yeah, let's meet, it's not, something happens, we end up fighting, and like, we don't go out on a date. You know what I mean? And so recently, like, I like posted in my Snapchat, like, this guy, like, first message on Tinder was like, hey, you look like somebody who needs to make out, and I want to make out with you, and da da da. So I just posted because I thought it was funny because he was being so forward. He messaged me right after seeing that. He said, let's kiss. And I was like, what? Why? And he's like, why not? And then I was like, just because he saw the message about a guy wanting to kiss me. And then he went on to like, no, I like you, and blah, blah. But I know it's because like, he obviously knows I'm talking to other guys, and he saw that like other guys want to kiss me, and so he kind of basically ended up telling me he wants to meet on my first kiss. And I was just like, ugh. To some guys it can be a game, and it can be like, well, let me just get you, you know what I mean? Like, and so that threw me off a lot when he said that. Like, he's like, I want to be your first, like, my first kiss. He was talking about a kiss. And I was just like, okay, just because you're gonna be my first kiss doesn't mean I'm gonna fall in love with you. It doesn't mean we're not gonna fight, and like, we're not gonna have this relationship that I feel like it's not gonna go anywhere. You know what I mean? He's like, no, I know, but I want to be your first kiss. And so, I don't know. Definitely after him, nobody's gonna know that I haven't kissed anybody. And there's this other guy that I'm talking to right now, and that I, really, really, really ended up liking. Turns out he doesn't live here. He lives in Florida and stuff. And I told him I was a virgin, and he was cool with it. He was like, yeah, like, I was like, are you sure you'd be cool with it? And he was like, yeah, like, I mean, want you to be my girlfriend, and I want to make you, he always says that. He's like, I want to make you my girlfriend, because he's planning to move here to Austin and stuff like that. And so he's super sweet, and he knows I want a relationship, obviously. I was like, but obviously there's going to be no sexualness, like, for like a long time. Like, I need to be comfortable, I need to bleh. And so he's like, no, like, I'm willing to pay. Like, I was just like, okay, like, even a year, like, I don't know. I was like, obviously, like, once he knows I'm a virgin, like, I was just like asking him questions just to test him and stuff. He's like, yeah, like, you could take all the time you want. Like, we don't have to, have sex just because I know he has, you know what I mean? So he was good and all that stuff, but then recently he dropped a bomb on me and said his ex messaged him and didn't want to talk about it, so meaning he's not over his ex. So that kind of broke my heart a little bit. Like, I was falling for him, and I had deleted Tinder because both of those guys deleted Tinder, and then he dropped that bomb on me, and I kind of got crushed, and I was just sad for like a good day, and then I was just like, I'm gonna go back on Tinder, and then my guy roommate like suggested Bumble, and so I got on Bumble. I'm just trying to like deal with the whole like kissing thing, what's gonna happen, like, because I'm just it's nerve-wracking. So in a way, I don't regret not kissing any of those guys I had tried in the past, but like in a way I feel like if I had, like, there wouldn't be this much pressure of like, oh god, I can't go out with this guy because like of the whole kissing thing, like what's gonna happen, blah blah. So it's just like a thing, and it shouldn't be a thing, and I shouldn't overthink. Sorry guys, my camera has like a 20-minute timer, and I've been talking for like ever, so it turned off on me. Try to update you guys on Snapchat, but like now I have more friends, like more real life friends on Snapchat, so I haven't been so much in the posting ranting mode, just because I'm like more careful on what I post. But you guys can definitely follow me on Snapchat to get more updates. By the way, like I mentioned on Snapchat, but I have 2 Snapchats now, because a lot of people, when you match and stuff, they want to like know your social media, your Instagram, blah, blah, blah. But I don't want them to know my YouTube one, because then I can't be open about it with you guys, and obviously I don't want them to know about my YouTube, so I made a separate Snapchat just for Tinder, which sounds so shady or like, I don't know, weird, but like it's like a good place to chat, because like everything erases. And not that I don't, like, I shared my Snapchat, I'm not sexting these guys, and the guys from work were making fun of me. They're like, oh, sure you don't. I'm like, but I don't, you know what I mean? I mean, like I mentioned in my Q&A, like Jane the Virgin, the show, you can be a virgin, but doesn't mean you're a saint. So I mean, like, I'll flirt and I'll say things and stuff like that, and like, definitely I've had like a lot of like sexual feelings that I haven't had in a while. Like, I don't want to go in too much in depth, but like guys like flirt, and then they start saying, oh, I want to cuddle you and da. So I've definitely like there's been certain aspects like of that I haven't like even thought of in years, and so it's kind of like funny that like it's kind of awakened that in me. But that's all I'm gonna say. But I'm definitely not like sending nudes, no. But I just like Snapchat and stuff, so everything erases and stuff like that, unless they like save something. Like some of them have saved something, like when I was drunk and I was saying dumb stuff, and I'm just like, can you take that off? And they don't, because they just find it cute or funny, some of the things that I put. Oh, one of the things that I mentioned when I did my Tinder, trying Tinder for a week, and I mentioned briefly, very briefly, that like when a guy's too good looking or whatever, I would like diss them, like just say no, because I didn't think they would like me back. And I got a message from some of you saying like, you shouldn't do that, like, just, I don't know, like, if you like them, but like don't assume they don't like you back, which is true. And like I said, like I just share a lot with you guys, and so you guys notice little things like that where like I am honest, and I'll say like, oh, this guy I have no chance with, so you know what I mean? So now I've been more open, like liking, like, if I like a guy and like they don't seem douchey. And no joke, you guys, like obviously people like want to say like, if you're bigger, if you're fatter, like ugly, I don't know what you guys think I am, but like you are just not gonna have like a really hot fit boyfriend, like you just aren't. But it's surprising. Like, there's a lot of like fake guys that like me or like match with me and stuff. And I kid you not, I was talking to this guy. Oh my god! Like, even just thinking about him, like, I blush. Like, I can't help it. And like I said, I don't even look for like buff guys. Like, I just don't, and I just don't remember even liking him because I don't know. Like, even still, like when they're like really into working out, I'm like, oh, they're not gonna like me, you know. But I liked him and we matched, and then like we were talking, and then we added each other on Snapchat, and so we were talking on Snapchat. But oh my god, you guys, like, if I show you a picture of him, you guys will not believe me that like this guy was talking to me. But it was really him, because obviously he would post stuff on Snapchat, like, you know, like, it was really him. And I remember, because like in Tinder you can put your Instagram. And so I went to his Instagram, and like he has like a lot of followers on Instagram, and like, because obviously he posts like about working out and stuff like that, and there's like a lot of girls that comment on his page like, oh, you're so hot, you're so cute, and this and that. And he would never answer back to them like, oh, thanks, I am, or, you know, like douchey like that. And he also has kids, and they'll be like, oh, you're such a good daddy, or blah blah blah. Like, I don't know, they'll just be flirty with him, and he never really answered back. Or like, if they were like, oh, your kids are cute, he'll just be like, oh, like, thanks and stuff. In regards to that, but never about himself. So I just found that like really appealing, because you guys, he is so gorgeous. Oh my god, he is. If I would just say, like, imagine freaking Channing Tatum, like, buff, like Magic Mike, Channing Tatum. Like, that's how this guy was. Like, really fit, and like muscular, and like dressed so nice, and like colored eyes, and like he was gorgeous. Like, I literally, like, when I was talking to him and stuff, I couldn't go to his Instagram. I couldn't look at his pictures without like blushing, because I just thought he was like a really gorgeous guy. And I even at one point I told him, I was like, you're really fit. It's like really intimidating, like how fit you are, because I'm not. Like, you know. And I told him that, and he was so nice. He didn't make me feel bad about myself or anything. And if anything, he lied to me. He was just like, well, no, to be honest, like, I just work out now. Just, it's out of habit, out of routine. But I don't like da 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 da. But when I went to his Instagram, he's like post stuff like, oh, like doing leg day now, like, to, you know, like his like to gain muscle and stuff like that. So it's not like routine if you're out there trying new things or new workouts to gain muscle, or, you know what I mean? Like, so he kind of lied to me to, like, I guess, make myself feel better. So I thought that was like really sweet. And then I told him that I had started working out and stuff like that, and I was just like, oh, it's just like basic stuff and whatnot. And he was like, oh, that's good. Like, he like wasn't like, you know, again, because like there's definitely fetishes, like when it comes to like bigger people and stuff. Like, people want you to like be big, and but then they don't want you to lose and stuff. So I've tried to be like wary of people like that, because I don't want to like be with somebody who thinks of me as a fetish. And so he was like cool about that too. Like, so I was like, yes, good. I was telling myself I was never gonna meet him, because he was so good looking and stuff. Even though he matched with me, he knew what I looked like, and he was still talking to me and getting to know me and stuff. But like, I don't know, like, I was still like, he's too gorgeous, or people are definitely gonna be like, how did she get him, you know, kind of thing. And I didn't care that he had kids. He did tell me he had like a 9-year-old and a 3-year-old, and they were the cutest kids ever. And like, not only was he stylish, but he dressed them up, like his kids up, like really nice. Things just died out with us. I posted this video of like, because I was just snapping like my life and stuff. And I posted it, and like I posted my roommate, because we were hearing noise or something, and we're like, oh, we're hearing noises, but you weren't here, whatever. And my roommate comes to like the camera, and he's like flexing, but it was just him like being stupid and being saying like, kind of saying like, oh, don't be scared, I have muscles and stuff, because he's like the only guy that lives with us. And he saw that snap, and then he deleted me from Snapchat. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, what? Like, we were talking, we're fine, everything. And like, if anything, he told me, he's like, yeah, no, I do want to get to know you. I've just been really busy. So it's like, we weren't talking like a lot. But he just told me, and he was really kind, like, you know, wanting to get to know me and stuff. So I was just like, what? Like, he just saw that snap, or like, obviously my whole story, but like, he saw that snap and then deleted me. I was like, so I still don't know what happened with that. I don't know if it was intentional or non-intentional, because then I went to Tinder and we were still matched. But like, then I unmatched this, because I was like, okay, you deleted me from Snapchat, so I guess we're not gonna talk anymore. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if he got jealous about me living with a guy. I know that's my experience. Like, I know the guy that I'm kind of still, I wouldn't say, I think we're like more friends now, but like the guy from that's in Afghanistan right now, he had a problem with it too. Like, so there's definitely guys that aren't okay with, you know, girls who live with guys. Like, I don't know, it's just a self-conscious thing. Because the Afghanistan guy was like that. Like, I kind of like mentioned it. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna go out because it's my roommate's birthday. It was like for New Year's and stuff. And I was like, and he wants to go out. And he's like, male roommate. And I was just like, yeah, like I live with my guy friend and like my sister and another girlfriend. Like, you know, it's like four of us. And then he's like, interesting. And I was like, tell me what, like, what's interesting? You're obviously asking me about my guy roommate. And he was just like, nothing, I'm just thinking Arizona won. He was like talking about football or something. And I'm like, no, tell me, Jeff. Like, tell me what. You really, oh, I said his name. Well, his name's Jeffrey, but whatever. I was like, tell me what you're thinking. And he was just like, nope. He's like, we're not dating, so I can't have any opinions. But obviously that goes to show that he did have a problem with me living with a guy. And so that's what I've kind of noticed too. It's kind of like I have to approach it differently and stuff like that, because some guys aren't okay like with, I guess, dating a girl who's living with a guy. Like, even though nothing has happened with me and my roommate, but obviously they don't know I'm a virgin and I haven't been kissed and like, so they just assume that like, oh, maybe they've hooked up in the past, and so I don't want to deal or get into that. I put it all on God, and if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. So I'm not sad about it or anything. I'm just like, okay, dude, you're for sure, he's way more buff than my roommate and really good looking, and obviously I was interested in you, you know what I mean? Like, so why are you so conscious and stuff? So congratulations, you have a new match. Talking about Tinder. The new guy, the guys that I've talked to for a while, like, you know, the guy from Florida, he comes, like, I'm okay with meeting him because we've talked to for so long. We've sent each other pictures and stuff like that. Not like those kind of pictures, but like, you know, like he knows what I look like and he's fine with it. And you know, I'm less self conscious because we've talked to for so long. You know, and also the other guy too, like that I've talked to forever. Like I'm to the point where like I'm so comfortable with them that I will meet them, and I know it shouldn't be a big deal, and I should just, it doesn't matter. Like, obviously whoever I kiss first, but like I can't help but overthink it too. You know what I mean? Like, and like in a way, I like that the guy that I told that I hadn't been kissed, like he knew. So in a way, if I was bad or like if I was gonna tell him like, cause like I freak out when it's gonna happen. Like if you guys have seen my stories, like I will just dodge like, even if I really wanted to like kiss them and stuff. So I felt like with him knowing that, like if I had to tell him like, okay, I'm gonna close my eyes and you just do it because I do want to, but I can't do it. He would understand, you know what I mean? Like, I can't tell that to any other guy. I'd be like, hey, I really want to, like, you know, if I dodge them and they're gonna feel hurt. And if I had to tell them, like, oh, like, I'm gonna close my eyes, but you just kiss me, like, that's weird. So I don't know if it's just that I really wasn't feeling those guys that I thought I did want to kiss and I dodged, or, like, you know, like, if I really want to kiss them, I'm obviously not going to dodge them. I don't know if it's that, or I do freak myself out and I just can't help but dodge and, like, you know, diss them. I don't know. So it's just like all of those thoughts in my head. Yeah, that was my little update and like rant for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And sorry I went in tangents and this and that, but like just trying to throw everything out there, like since like November to like this month, February already. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I just got out of work. It's really like late out and I look gross and I'm sweaty and everything, so excuse that, but it's just that I just got out of work. But I needed to add this little snippet. It's just watched. I filmed like the beginning of February, no, actually the end of January. I don't even remember, but now it's like January 18th. Like gap, like I started talking to another guy and like we were planning on going out today, and then he just flaked out and I don't even know what the heck is up with him. Sad or like upset or anything. Like, we've only been talking for like a little bit over a week. It's just like annoying if anything, because like it takes a lot for me to say yes to Jay, and then like a lot of people from online are like really flaky, because like my roommate, like this has happened to him before, my sister too, like it just happens a lot where people flake out. Like, And it too, I'm not gonna lie, like I've canceled on dates and like I've like ignored somebody once I start talking to somebody else. It's just a thing, like it's online, like there's always somebody new, you know? For that reason, and just me being tired of everything, like starting to talk with new people and whatnot, I think I'm just gonna like stop the whole online dating. Like, I don't want to like get back on it like anytime soon at all, like if ever. But we'll have to see or whatever. But I really am done. And I hope in this time I get to meet somebody in person and like something happens, but I doubt it because I'm really shy and like it's hard to meet somebody in person, you know, like nowadays. Just wanted to update you guys on that in case you're wondering like, oh, how's online dating going or anything like that. Like obviously I'm not gonna update you guys anymore because there's gonna be no update anymore. Honestly, you guys, no regrets whether I find a boy or I don't find a boy. I'm excited for this year, like for my YouTube, for my channel, for you guys especially. Life is like amazing and great right now. My birthday's coming up next month. I'm probably gonna be 27 and never been kissed, but who cares? I have an amazing trip planned. My friends from YouTube that we've gone to LA and like Dallas together, we decided to take a trip to Vegas in the end of March. I'm so excited about that. I'll be vlogging for you guys so you see everything. So yeah, honestly, there is no point in dwelling on like things you can't change. It's just looking at all the amazing things and opportunities that you have like ahead of you. I'm so excited. I know I've said it before, but I never get tired of it. I want to thank you guys for being there with me throughout the whole journey, for being so amazing, so kind to me. I love you guys so, so much. At home, and all the roommates are here. Everybody's actually together. Phoebe over here doing something with the blinds. And the...
We're sexist as fuck.
We're not sexist. You never want to come out in Snapchat.
You're sexist.
Here's my roommate Diego.
Look, do it, Phoebe. And you slide. And you slide. And you slide. And you slide. Amy does it just for a second.